All right. Boom. Finding Grooves. We have started. What's up, everybody? People are joining in on the IG. Mauricio's in the building. Emily, long time no see. What's good? Curtis Lomain in the building. Ray in the building. Yo, yo, yo. Um, yeah, bro. So today we're gonna record some live drums. I'm gonna show y'all some beats that I made this week. Um, yeah, it's been a good week, dude. I finished out a track with my man Mauricio right here for his project. He actually does corridos music. If you guys don't know what that is, I mean, there's different types of corridos depending on in what style of Mexico you're playing, in what region. But yeah, dude, very fun project to work on. It's my first corridos project that I recorded and mixed. So definitely go check that out. It should be coming out very soon. I think he's just pushing it through distro now. So definitely go check that out. Go check out his page. Hey, what's up, cuz? Um, yeah, go check that out. That's Mauricio Flores. I'm gonna put it in the chat right here on YouTube so you can look him up. Solo Quiero Saber is the name of the song. And it slaps, bro. It actually slaps. So definitely go check that out. Hey, my boy Allen said he be on the same wave, bro. Gotta play them heartbreak songs, bro. Got to, bro. Both of these cats are young, like younger than me. I'm not old, but I'm like, bro, y'all so young, like y'all already done got your heart broke like that. I feel for you, bro, cause it hit me young too, dog. So I feel you, bro. You gotta play that, bro. So you know what I'm saying? You gotta get that out, you know what I mean? You gotta get that heartbreak out your chest, baby. I'm married, and even when me and my wife get into it, sometimes I gotta like write me a little, just to get that off your chest, bro. It's the only way. Uh anyway, um let's start how we normally start. Um by doing a little playing what I've done this week. I'm gonna save this little project. I'm gonna record some drums, so I was doing some mic testing earlier. Acoustic drum start is what I'm gonna call that. But yeah, bro, I'm gonna play some beats. If you're on the YouTube, you can see the screen, and I'm gonna go over like how I did what I did and stuff like that a little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna play this beat. Uh, I'm gonna play this beat. Where am I going into? Let me turn the monitoring off. Cool. So yeah, bro. Go to my session. I'm gonna try to build it up live. Collapse that. I'm gonna try to build it up live for y'all. But I really like this beat. I was very proud of it. I was very, very proud of it. So oh, I gotta change. Wait 1 second. Yo, yo. Change the output. Yo, yo. Hey, what's good? What's good? Bro, the live stream stay trying to mess with me right now, bro. Why is he doing this to me? We gotta get up now. Just gotta get up. Just gotta get up. We gotta get up now. Yeah. Just gotta get up. We gotta get up now. But yeah, big vibes. Big vibes. Dustin Clark's in the building. Big vibes only. Gigantic vibes. Um, what's the other thing I made this week, bro? My brain be like, I don't even know what is my brain. I'm gonna play this for you too, real quick. those who know, I don't drink or anything anymore. But, bruh, yeah, that's dope, bro. I'm happy for you, man. I see you got a lady on your arm and all that stuff too. That's beautiful, man. That's it's the life, baby. 48K. I'll open this up. 48K. See, that's the problem. I don't know why I can't hear my voice on the YouTube right now. It's been happening every week, but you know what? This is how we're gonna get around it. Boop. Yo, yo, yo. There we go. And then I'll mute myself here, and that's how we'll do it because you can do anything. All right, bro. We'll see you, man. It was good to see you for the moment, Taylor. All right, so let's get into recording some acoustic drums. So earlier while I was sound checking, I did record some. They're going to not sound good because we haven't sauced them up. We haven't ran them through anything. I always record around, negative 18 dB for your like RMS level because I use a lot of analog plugins that are analog. So like a negative 18, from what I understand, I don't know everything, but negative 18 is like 0 in digital is like 0 in analog world, right? So I don't want to be clipping going into those plugins, and then after each one you want to gain stage and do all that good stuff. But let's see how that came out. This is recorded low. Recorded super low. Thank you, Ben. I found a way around to my stuff is still not working right. So this is recorded super low, as I've said 6 times in a row. No sauce on it. But not the worst sounding thing in the world. Honestly, if I just got some levels, it wouldn't be too bad. Ray, I did not see about the case. I did indeed forget to do that, but I will do that on Friday. Tried to message me and remind me on Friday because I'm bad about that kind of stuff, so I appreciate that. But yeah. So yeah, it doesn't sound too bad. Let me tell you guys what we're working with. So on the kick drum, we got AKG D112, right? Standard kick mic. A lot of people like the Beta 52. The reason why I chose the D112 is because a lot of the records that I really like, the main drum sound that I love is D'Angelo's Voodoo record. I mean, it's to me the best sounding drums pretty much of all time. The only ones that acoustic drums, the only ones that can compare in my mind, maybe Steely Dan's Asia, that whole album. But I cannot think of the name of the engineer for that Voodoo album right now, and I'm sorry because he's actually a hero of mine. I can't even think of his name. But he used a D112 on most of those tracks, along with a sub kick, which is basically like a speaker flipped backwards to work as a microphone. Saba just said, "What about the Roots?" Exactly. So, same guy recorded both of those albums. Questlove played on both, is the drummer for the Roots, and he was also the drummer for, I think, all of those tracks. All the Soulquarian stuff, like anything, Mama's Gun, like all the Erykah Badu albums from that time, all the Dilla stuff from that time, all the Roots stuff from that time, all the Common stuff from that time. Who else was in that crew? D'Angelo. They were all basically doing everything together. And I think they recorded almost all of those joints at Electric Ladyland. But yeah, so he used the D112 with the sub kick. On the snare, classic 57. They use way more expensive mics, and they use the 57 with some other mic. I'm not going to afford that mic, but that's why I have these Antelope Verge pencil condensers, which are basically modeling mics. So those will emulate other mics. So I have 2 of those. I have one on the hi-hat and one over the tom and the ride. And then that's it. 4 mics set up for me today. I am getting a MD421, a Sennheiser MD421. It's like the number one tom mic that you'll ever see uh, in any bigger studio. So I do have one of those coming in because I just play with a floor tom usually, maybe one high tom and a floor tom, but usually just a floor tom because I'm a pocket dude. And I just like to have the floor tom for when I'm on my Animal Collective stuff. And then I really want to show you guys this 1 second. For my room mic, I'm actually using the Townsend Sphere L22. Let me show you the box. You don't see the mic, but you can see the box. Yeah. And it's another modeling mic like the Antelope ones, but this mic, it has two diaphragms, so it essentially has like two mics in one. And if you can use it, straight on like a air quotes regular mic, or you can use it in omnidirectional mode, or like like two stereo mics. And actually, I can actually model two different mics on each side of the diaphragm, or I could just have a stereo pair. So it really, and you can kind of change the positioning because you have two mics. They can use the difference in sound to kind of have an idea of where you were in the room. So I can add more proximity. I can, make it go left and right, use it like two different mics. It's some nutty stuff. So just to nerd out real quick, shout out to Townsend. So I use that as my room mic. So let's go again and listen to what we got, right? And then we're going to record something better, right? Very basic. Right. So what I did to get levels, Tyler said this is the most interesting thing to him right now. He could listen to audio engineer talk all day. I'm the same. Thank God for other nerds because I would feel very lonely. So since I'm by myself and I really want, basically my goal with the stream is not only share my music, but to share what I know and how I do things to maybe help somebody else, right? So I'm by myself most of the time. In my opinion, depending on who I'm with, but most of the time I like to be by myself, especially when it comes to like recording vocals and stuff. I just like to be in my own room, in my own steez, in my own sauce, marinating and doing that. So I'm recording this by myself. I don't have an engineer over here to get levels for me. So like I said, I use a lot of analog plugins, so I want to be recording, at or around like -18 RMS, right? Excuse me. So what I did is I put the metronome on. I went over there, put the headphones on and started playing the drums. I come back, I come over here, I play that audio and I read my meters. And I see, I want to be coming in on pretty much every one around -18, more or less. Some a little bit more, some a little bit less, whatever. I can always change gain after. But you never want to record too hot because once you clip, you're clipping. But all of these mics are pretty much made for drums, so they have a high SPL. But I don't want to clip the preamp or my interface. So I had everything turned all the way down, recorded it, read the levels, and I said, okay, I need 6 that is, it's negative, excuse me, it's negative 20. All right, so I need to add like 2 or 3 decibels to get it more or less around -18 and so on and so forth. So that's what I did to get my initial levels. And then we're pretty much riding. But, if you really want to get into it, a lot of it comes down to mic placement. If that's one thing I've learned engineering, bro, you want to have I talk about this every week, but great sources is the number one thing. Good sources. If you're not a great player, then you're either going to have to do a lot of editing or you need to get a great player. Next, if your drum kit sounds like crap before you record it, it's going to sound even worse once you record it. Let me say that again. If your instrument sounds like crap before you record it, it's going to sound even worse in my experience once you record it. So you want to invest in having good sources. For example, I don't have the hi-hats today, but I just spent $500 on a pair of hi-hats. Why? Because these were not giving me the sound I want. I was spending, too much time trying to mix it and change it, and you trying to change, a horse into a unicorn. You can't just slap paste a horn to his head. It's just not a unicorn. You feel me? So, so you invest in your sources. I tuned up my snare. My floor tom sounds bad. I haven't done anything about it. I bought the heads, but I haven't changed them. My snare is a little bit too ringy for my taste. It's a metal snare. I can try to EQ some of it out. I can dampen it and deaden it with moon gel, and I got, my freaking wallet on there and all that. But because it's a metal snare, it's gonna be a little more ringy. That's just the life. So I always say, if you invest in money, you invest money in your sources first. Then you want to invest really your room first, and then your sources, and then your mics, then your interface, and so on and so forth, so you can get the best bang for your buck as you're investing. But I'm gonna get off my high horse on that. Let's play some drums, okay? So I'm gonna delete this. We'll probably bring the tempo up to 90, because that's where I live. I live at 90. I'm a hip hop head, 85 to 90. As soon as I open up my project, it's at 85, because that's what I do. But yeah, so let's get some drums recorded. So I'm gonna mute my speakers. And I'm actually going to take this mic over there so that everybody, so my YouTube people can still hear me. And then I'm going to flip this camera for the IG, and y'all can see me play drums, right? So give me 1 second to do that. This is why I'm soon talking about investing in sources. I'm getting 2 cameras soon, so I don't have to do this. And then those of you on my YouTube, you should be able to see the drum kit already. So now again, because I'm by myself, I'm gonna just start recording. Cause what else am I gonna do? I can't press play for myself. Really what I need, and see, I done armed the wrong track, right? Really what I need to do is, so I'm arming all of my tracks, and I'm just gonna press stop, and I'm gonna press record, and we're gonna go in. I'm gonna have the metronome in my ears, and I'm just gonna play what I feel until something sounds good. It might not, none of it sound good. We'll see. So let me walk over here. I got this additional mic. Alright, I see I got sound coming in, y'all. I see I got sound coming in because I can see the screen from right here. And then I put the headphones on and I go in. What up, John? So I got the metronome on in my headphones, and we about to go in. Now, again, a lot of this comes down to mic placement, too. So I see that my hi-hat mic, when I was listening to it earlier, sounded too faint. I wasn't getting enough low end, so I'm going to bring it a little closer. And I'm going to go on like that. sometimes I might gotta take a little break because I'm not getting that groove right. You feel me? So I gotta chill on it, and then I go in again. Bring these headphones over a little bit more. So I think I got enough bits and pieces to put something together. I do a lot of my work in. I mean, you don't want to do all your work in editing. In my opinion, you want to do most of your work in the recording process, and then you make mixing and editing easier. But it's just me. I don't have no engineer to help me. I don't have no interns to move mics for me and be in the control room and all that. So this is what I'm doing, right? Hey, Swank says he likes that sound of that snare. Thanks, Ty. I like it too. I got the big fat snare thing on here and in my wallet, so it's got a little tambourine on it with the snare hit. But let's go back over here and hear what we got. Now I gotta flip the camera over. So this is what's gonna tell you too. In the future, that's why I just sit there and go ahead and record as much as I can, right? Cause I'm not gonna want to be flipping this camera back and forth. But if you by yourself, you can go back and forth as much as you want. But I'm with y'all trying to show you something. So I'm gonna flip this camera. So I'm gonna flip this camera for you. I'm gonna flip this camera for you. And I'm gonna tell y'all this too. Wait, let me move this. Uh-oh. Hey, thank you, brother. My boy Naj giving me love on the consistency. I appreciate that, bro. God is good. Cause Lord knows I'm tired. I look tired. Look at my head. I look tired, don't I? Anyway. So I'm not going back over there, right? I'm not gonna do that right now. I am gonna mute this. And so let's hear what we got, right? So we went back and forth. What I found is, because, like I said, I'm recording all this by myself all the time. What I found is helpful if you can kind of hear a riff or something that you're going for in your head while you're recording the drums, because I like to start with drums, right? So if you can hear that in your head while you're recording the drums, it's very helpful, right? So you can see there's pockets here where I was playing more consistently. I think I took a pause right here. And that's when I started actually getting into it, right? So let's just hear how it sounds out the gate. Let me turn these off. Let me turn these off, right, Joe, mate. All right, now. Okay, so let's hear how it came out raw. So you can hear there's a little bit of a delay with the room, right? There's going to be a little bit of phase issue because of the distance of those mics to the sound source and the distance of my room mic, right? So sometimes you can just line it up and get it right. There's programs that'll help you do it. So look at me, I'm trying to do Pro Tools, shortcuts in Ableton. And then the other thing you can do is once you do that, so right, you can clearly see that this hit is off from these hits, right? You can see that on every hit. So I just pick one and kind of line it up. So we can pick this little double hit in the beginning. That also can depend on like the length of cable. That can cause some of those kind of issues too. So I can see that that's a little bit off. So what if I try it like that, right? Oh shoot, that was my own voice. Just scared me that I recorded. Oh my gosh, that just scared me, y'all. I just heard a voice. I was like, "Who is that?" And it was me. Okay. Uh, anyway. So right. So what I need to do on here is also put so I'm using modeling mics, right? Remember we talked about that. So when you're using modeling mics, you got to put the modeling software on there, because that's just, you're not gonna mix it from this. You're gonna mix it from the model, right? So I know that those mics are on this channel, then my Townsend's on this channel because I labeled it. So we're gonna go here. My iLock is plugged in, and I'm gonna type in. Oops, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna type in Antelope. Go to my plugins, audio units. I think they're supposed to run faster. I don't know. That's what I've heard. I don't really know the science behind that. It's supposed to be less taxing code. So boom. Now I got that on there. I can pick the mic. And then on my ride and my time, boom, I got that on there. And then on my room mic, it's the Townsend. So I got to put the Townsend stuff on there, which doesn't come up as Townsend. You got to search the Ocean Way mics. So Ocean Way mic collection, Plink. And I'm going to show y'all what I like to do. So first, I think about always mixing the kit as a whole. Like, yeah, you want each individual part to slap, but you want to mix the kit as a whole, because that's what it is, right? So I play everything on my first kind of pass, which we have the luxury of doing, living in the day and age that we live in. I'm not going to worry about timing right now. And this is something else you can do. So I'm going to mute the room, right? Because I'm just going to bring that in as needed. But I can take all of these and I can link them in the new Ableton. So this is Ableton 11. I can say link tracks. And then anything I do to one track is going to be done to all the other tracks as far as time edits and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Especially for this exact thing, for drum mixing and editing. So you can hear it sounds already cleaner now that I put the emulation on there. But now we got to figure out which ones we want to emulate. I already know I need to bring that snare up, right? So let's I like to mix the drums to the SSL. The Neve stuff works great too, right? But the SSL strip just has all that stuff. It got the compressors, got the EQ, and everything I could want. So, so it's coming in pretty much at the level I want it to come in at, right? You can tell it to measure the in level or the out level. Oh, no, you can't. What am I talking about? That's on and off. But I'm going to turn the input up a little bit. And then what I'm also going to do is put a gate on it, which does this one have the gate? It has expression, but doesn't have a gate. Nah. If it does, I'm missing it, y'all. So, yeah. So I'm up. just put the regular Ableton gate on there. And so you put a gate on there so that the other mics are all, playing at once so it won't bleed. So I'm just focusing on the snare sound because it was getting eaten up by all the other sounds. So just get the gate up. And really, when you're done, you can kind of just save. That's a great thing about Ableton or any DAW, but you could just save what you do as, your starting point for any of your drums. Bless you, baby. I don't think she heard me. I thought my wife sneezed. Anyway, Dynamics gate. So I'm gonna put the gate before I even get right here, right? So I might solo this. I can't solo it though, cause then you're not gonna hear me. So you can set right here. You see, you can set. So it's only opening right there. So I can mute these, right? And then I set the release so it has a natural sound. Low attack because it's drums. There you go. You feel me? You got a little mix going. So now I can focus on this sound. I already know I'm going to need to compress it. So I turn the compression in. Do it to taste. Ain't no right or wrong. And then so I do know though that it's too doonky. I want more snap. I want more snap on it. So if I want some more snap, I'm gonna take out some lows. Already cleaner, but I want a little doonk. Now just kind of find the frequencies I want to tweak. Turn the EQ on. Then I want a little dunk on the low end. So I kind of find the frequency I like. I kind of like how that sounds. And you think, oh, it sounds too short, but in the midst of the whole drum kit, it's not going to. So now the first thing I'm gonna do on the hi-hat, right? I'm gonna bring the ride drum. I'm gonna pick the right mic model. It's like an auto EQ almost. That sounds weird. I hate it. That one sounds good. So remember Hamburg 40. K86 a little chunky. I like the K53, very bright. So we want the Hamburg or the K53 so far. The Hamburg 2112 is cool too. Which is the real mic that we have for the kick. That's funny. then I go back through. I like that. So I think I like this one the most. So I'm going to pick that one. But basically, hey, thank you. Tyler said this makes him think of Music Soul Child. Thank you. But essentially, I'm about to turn one of these lights on because now I'm looking like all ghostly. There we go. So essentially, though, the same thing I'm doing here by picking the model of the mic that I want to use, that's what you do when you're in the studio. I would say this, bro, just stuff that I would tell people coming into the studio. Something they often don't understand. If I'm in a big studio, bro, if you watch a documentary about Taylor Swift or something like that, if you're in a big studio and you're paying big studio money, they might sit there for 3-4 hours until they pick a vocal mic that they like. They'll sit there and she gonna sing and she gonna sing and she gonna sing and she gonna sing until they pick the right mic, because it's about your sources, bro. It's about your sources, and your mic is one of your sources. You know what I'm saying? The voice, right? But then you need to pick the mic that's gonna complement that source, so that by every step of the audio's journey through the console and all of that is hitting everything that's just making it better and better and better. You never want to make a challenge for yourself. So, even though I only have 4 mics, right? Or I have 2 of the same mics. So I count that as 1 mic, 2 mics, 3 mics, 4 mics, 5 mics, 6 mics total I have in my collection, and really, I really only one or 2 of them are only really like good. But what I've done is I try all of those mics on all of these sources, also with experience, also with just what people have told me, and then I try something, but sometimes maybe the 57 doesn't sound as good on the snare as one of these models, you know what I'm saying, or something like that, or maybe I need to place it different, that's what you get into. So, everybody think, I'm mainly a mix engineer, but I'm also a recording engineer and a mastering engineer. People think, oh, you can fix it in a mix. No, you want to get it right in the recording. That's how you get a great song. So I will harp on that forever. So basically what I'm doing here is picking the mic the same way that I might sit there with a drummer, if this is a big crazy record, unless I have a tried and true method or, limitations. I don't have some of these studios got like a $200,000 mic locker, and that's really nothing, because depending on the mic, one mic might cost you 15. So you work with what you got, but you always definitely want to try different options so that you're making the best option. You can move forward that way. So that's my 2 cents on that. Anyway, let's continue. So that's already sounding better without even doing anything, right? So now I'm going to pull up. We're just going to keep using the same SSL one, And now imagine if that hi-hat was just a better sounding hi-hat. I would be barely even mixing the track, right? So plug in SSL Strip Legacy. So I'm going to take this and kind of get what I want out of it. I'm going to... It's interesting. I might want a little bit of that room in it, right? So I'm going to mute this one for right now. And that's not even with the gate on, so let me put the gate on. Yeah. So let me see just what it sounded like. So I'm just getting it to where it's mostly just the hi-hat. Boom. And then, I mean, my first thought is not to compress at all. I only compress when I really feel like I need more dunk, or I'll compress when things are peaking too much and the levels are really, I might do some light compression on top just to tame it. Let's see where. Very light. Cut them low frequencies out because I don't need them. And then there's like a higher mid frequency that's bothering me. It's too chunky, which could be corrected by just getting a better hi-hat. But you're going to find it. Oh, I always forget with these SSLs, you got to turn the EQ on. So I'm looking for that frequency I hate. So it might not even be right there. Might be a lower mid. The way I try to find it with my ears, just turn the frequency up, like turn the gain of that band all the way up, and then I find what I hate and I just cut it. There it is. So I don't want to kill all of it. So that's sounding all right. I can add a little light frequency on the top. I like my hats kind of thinnish. So there's that. Boom. Moving on. Kick would be the next and most important thing. That's already going to come out pretty decent because the mic only picks up so much, right? Because it's a kick mic. So again, I might even put the gate on that, or I might, it's only picking that up. It's pretty close. So then for the kick, I got other tricks. I might not even use the SSL. I don't, we could, but I got other tricks I like to do. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to EQ a little bit, but I'm going to use the visual. Boom. EQ8. Pop it on there. So we already see what's going on with that. It's all I'm getting is down here. So it's pretty much gravy. The other thing, this is a free plugin, by the way. Hey, Mr. Tuna. What's up, Christian? Boom. What's it called? It's like a sub kick. So remember when I was talking about D'Angelo and all that, and how dude used the sub kick with the AKG D112. So they got a plugin that basically adds low frequency content in a nice little natural way that sounds good. I'm trying to remember what it's called, but I know who makes it. If I see it, sometimes you got to see something to know what's going on. And you might not know it off the top of your head, but once I see it, it's going to make sense. That's where I'm at with that. And then we're going to saturate. Damn. Who makes that plugin, bro? I'm about to jump. Waves Factory. Waves Factory. Waves Factory. And the plugin is called SK10, and I believe it's free. If I'm not mistaken. But you look, I turn it all the way. You already hear that low end that just gets added. It works that way. And I can turn it up from right there, right? I already like that. You feel me? So I'm not even going to do nothing to that right now because I want to move on. I'm going to add some stuff to it. It's already 7:30. It's already been an hour. So I'm going to probably do a little bit more, add some keys, and call it a day just to, do that. But also, I've had to go to the bathroom for a long time, if I really am being truthful here. But I'm having so much fun with you guys. I don't even want to go. So now I added that a little bit of that room mic. And that ride snare. So later on, I'm playing the ride. It looks like it's down here because you see a lot of content right there. A lot of frequencies being played. You can see a waveform. So then you can hear this kind of acting up. So I could just mute that if I know I'm coming over to here because the threshold's kind of off, right? Or I could just change the gate slightly. But it's picking up that snare. But like I could really always just grab that part and mute it, if I don't want that playing through, you feel me? Because it's making it kind of I don't necessarily like that. But yeah, let's pick a good mic for this one, right? I kind of like that. So we could call it that for now. And then I'm just going to take this and loop it right now, to be honest with you. And I'm going to play some keys on it and see what happens. Maybe play some bass. I'm just going to take it and loop it until I find an idea. So let's try to figure out some keys. So I could throw a loop on there. Try some loops. Yeah. But I don't know. It's not hitting for me. It's not hitting. So let's get the push. Let's find I need the beautiful sounds, like the most beautiful piano, big piano. I need the big piano. Oh, somebody cooking something. I need the big piano. I'm just going to keep saying it until I find the sound that I want. I need the big piano. I need the big piano. Let's see what we got. So I'm in contact. Yo, what's up, Denny? Orchestral? No, we want to. Yeah, orchestral. Keyboard instruments. I don't know what a organ fluting. Concert grand. Sounds like it's going to be nice. These drums still need work. I'm not completely loving the tone. But what I am going to do is just put them all in a group and compress them real quick. My go-to for drum compression is the LA3A. Just real quick, you know? I can just slap it on there, really. Then I always look. For like 3 dB of compression. Just a beef it. And glue them together. You know, I just do it on the drum bus just to glue it. But I really do like how those drums sound. Even though I just said that I didn't like 5 seconds ago. So I'm going to add another piano on top of this piano. Because if stacking sounds, big cheat code. Stacking sounds, big cheat code. So we're just going to play. I've been really liking D flat major for some reason lately, thanks to a homie. Hey, thanks, Saba. We'll see you. Saba's out. Peace, Sabs. And I'm just going to put this on here, and then I'm probably going to call it a day. So I'm hungry. And I still got day job work to do, but you know how it go. Something like that. Let's see if it captured it. Or just do it again. Delete it, do it again. I like this little loop though. Quit acting like you ain't plugged in. Ooh. I like that. I don't know why it's going super wonk mode though. Oh, I was moving a knob. Oh. I was like, why is it wonking? That's cool though. So I open up my automation. I was obviously moving some kind of knob. And I want all of that to be absolutely deleted. Show automated parameters only. I want that to be at 0. Can we put that at 0, please, sir? Oh, no. That's not what I meant. I need to be at 50. What's 36 over 2? Oh, my gosh. Why is it like this? It's being really weird. But I kind of like that. Real simple. But the main thing today, guys, was how to record the drums. We did that. I'm gonna add some bass before I go now. I'm trying to understand, but I don't know how. Life's been pretty crazy as of late. I can see my own fate on my face, but I keep climbing high until I touch the sky. I keep moving forward, 'cause Lord knows that I know. I'm going straight into channel 6 just to play the bass. Why they hating on me? Because I'm so freaking ace. Yeah. Go to channel 6. I need to add a preamp before my bass. Let me look at a preset that's gonna make my bass sound good. Let me look at a preset. Hey, thank you, bro. Swank said this was a show of trial and error and not getting hung up on error. And that's everything, bro. Because even this is not what I heard in my head, you know. And he said he needed that today, so I appreciate that. It's not even what I heard in my head, but sometimes what I heard in my head is not what I need to be playing, if that makes any sense. Sometimes what needs to be played is what's actually played. But I think I'm going to try to put some bass on this. loving this. I'm gonna put some bass on here. Also, I like to do this stream just to show folks, like, bruh, everything takes time. Like, I don't know. I feel like people just be like sometimes beats do be happening really fast. And sometimes those are the best ones, right? But sometimes it's just about like actually making the music and just taking the time just to play. At least it is for me. Let me grab my tuner. And my YouTube was still acting up this week, but we're still making it. Let's tune up. What's up? I really need to get a humidifier for this room because my drums and my instruments be going through it, and I'm about to get even nicer instruments, and I need to treat them better. Cool. Sheesh. Turn up the bass just a little bit. Man, Tyler said the sum of talent is daily effort, and that's beautiful. I'm taking a screenshot of that. Take a screenshot. It's so beautiful. I should actually try to record the bass part, huh? So let me chop all this out and I'm just gonna jam on the bass. Every time I'm on here and I'm having a good time, I'm like, oh, I'm about to get off, and then I don't, cause I still got work to do today, like other work, but this has to be done. So I'm gonna chop these out, pressing that, then I'm gonna zoom out. I don't know the zoom quick keys for Ableton. I really need to learn them, cause it's important, or something like that. And I'm just going to duplicate this 4 times and just play, dude. Sometimes you just got to remember to play. It's crazy. And then we're just going to press record. I need to add an audio track. I'm on channel 6. Channel 6. Channel 6. All right, cool. Woo. Bruh, I haven't felt this good in a long time. Oh. I said, sheesh. I'm off the leash. Sheesh. I'm off the leash. I say sheesh. I'm off the leash. I say sheesh. I'm off the leash. I say sheesh. I'm off the leash. All right, I'm going to play this for like 0.5 seconds, and I keep telling that. Bro, I agree. Tyler said it just sounds like a super positive beat. It sounds like church without sounding like church. I agree. I feel like it's just like, this is a thank you, Jesus beat for sure. Thank you, Jesus type beat. I'm only making thank you, Jesus type beats from now on. If you hitting me up and it's not for a thank you, Jesus type beat, you're going to be disappointed. Let me open up Guitar Rig and find a nice little tone. I actually did create low-key one of my favorite guitar tones of all time the other day. So preset, the rating would be high. I would have rated it because I created it. Smooth jazz. One, I'm coming in way too hot. What's up with that? Let's tune up. This goes back, not to be too teachy, but then again, this goes back to sources. If your guitar's out of tune, it makes your life hard.